Today I wanted to talk about something which I've noticed and I wanted to bring it out. And it's the relationship between respect and responsibility. The fact that many times we men thrive on respect, just like women strive on emotional connection and love. Respect is our go-to. Now, with a man, and you'll notice this, that if he cannot have your respect, he will not take responsibility. And he can't, by the way, let me go into that. You can't. If I can't be responsible for driving the car, then you drive the car. If I can't be responsible for buying the car, then you just go buy the car and pick the one you want. Or at worst, I'll just do the happy wife, happy life. You pick one, honey, and we'll get that one. It's almost like many times, many women want us, every person, to be a sugar daddy. In other words, if I want to get that house, we're going to get that house. And if I was a millionaire sugar daddy, sure, honey, it wouldn't cost me anything. But if I'm a man working along, I have to have respect for me to take responsibility. Now, there's a lot of men who will completely throw responsibility out the window in the sense of backing up. And I did this for many years, okay? Happy wife, happy life. Go ask your mom. I don't care. Do what you want to do. And I thought this was being Christian. You hear this from the pulpit. Man, you need to love your wife as Christ loved the church, but that doesn't mean you do everything her way. Sometimes you got to have a foot down, and that's going to be a part of contention that you don't hear pastors preach about. But when men lose the respect of their wives by not taking responsibility, sooner or later they lose self-respect. You know a man's lost self-respect when he does those happy wife, happy life. When he does that, I don't care. When he does that, I'll look into it. If you find him sitting in his chair, women, this is to you. If you find him detached from your emotions, he doesn't seem to care. He's kind of only there in body. He's like, yes, ma'am, and he just kind of does things your way. Everything you say goes, even on important. You know, if it seems like he's checked out, he's kind of clocked out emotionally. And when you've probably taken sex away, he probably goes, okay. And he finds a chair and sits down. This is not a good place to be. And the answer, going back to the problem, is a lack of respect. I'm going to say that's true. If a man does not have your respect, there's no way he can take responsibility. He won't take responsibility. He won't feel comfortable with responsibility. He will not feel competent with responsibility. He will not feel creative with responsibility. Responsibility will become a burden instead of a joy and a process. Now, you take a man and you put him in a work situation and you say, Bob, you're over these three men and we're going to dig a hole from here to here. Just something as simple as digging a hole. That man will take responsibility. Okay, man, let's get our gloves, let's get our shovels. We're going to go down 3 and we're going to go across by 1 and we're going to go, 50 feet or whatever, I don't know. Men fall into hierarchies. We've noticed in TV shows, like a Survivor show, where men on an island we don't have a problem. One guy will say, who wants to go fishing? I will. Who wants to build a hut while we're gone? Or we will. Who wants to go looking for food or water? We will. And they got no problem with hierarchical power and giving respect to that power. But feminism in our church and feminism in our society has a struggle with that. And this is ground that Christian women haven't chosen to take back. Some of them do. But a lot of them are disrespectful. And I'm not going to go into that. But if you're watching this, realize, women, that there is a connection between respect and responsibility. If he does not have your respect, and women will give you respect after the fact, after you fix the car. You give him respect before he fixes the car. And if he can't fix it, or if he broke something and has to go back to the auto part shop, how many of us have done that? You respect him in the process, and you thank him, because did you want to go out there and change that alternator? Did you want to go out there and take off that starter? Did you want to go out there and take that tire down to the auto place and get it fixed and put it back on? And so, men, and we need to take as much responsibility as we can, but I'm going to flip this on you now at the conclusion. Don't let her disrespect take you out of the game. Your family still needs you. Your church still needs you. Your culture still needs you. Your community still needs you. And you cannot really ask for it or beg for it. She either will choose to give it to you or you won't. Respect is like sex. Either she'll give it to you or she won't. And there's very little you can do to get it back. You just have to hope that one day she'll notice your frame and notice the power of those two things. Respect and sex will get a lot out of a man that nagging and complaining and berating and controlling, manipulating, whining at will not do. All you're doing is tearing him down and pushing him away. I saw a TikTok the other day where a lady said that and she kind of got me thinking about this also. The problems in her marriage started to go away when she started, instead of taking away, she doubled down. If there was something going on, she would double down on the sex, or she would double down on respect. Well, honey, what do you think we should do then? Now, she didn't double down on her brain, didn't get rid of her brain. She gave facts, she gave her feelings, she gave the emotions, she gave as much as she could, then she laid it on the table before him. What do you think? See, that's what men are looking for. And we cannot be responsible, and we will not be responsible. Because a lot of times, when we're responsible for something you tell us to do, you turn around and say, well, you chose it. See, there's no winning. Best thing you can do, men, is stand up for what you know is right. Take the hit if you know you're Take the hit if you know you're in the right. I had a son I was talking to the other day, and he has a woman that's upset with him, and she wants an apology. And I told him, were you in the wrong? And he said, don't think so. Look at the facts. Were you in the wrong? No, I wasn't wrong. Then don't apologize. She wants apology for how you made her feel. You only apologize if the facts are wrong. If you stick with the facts, you can't be wrong. But going back to my premise, there's a relationship between respect and responsibility. If we don't get respect, we won't take it. We can't take it. We don't want to take it, because all we're going to do is lose and get hit on the head, not just by women, but by the world, when you buy the wrong thing and do the wrong thing and say the wrong thing because some third party told you to. We have to own it. That doesn't mean we have to control every aspect of the decision. I ask my wife, when we're going to buy a car or a house or something really big, we bought an air conditioning system because ours went out. It's going to put us in debt, but we really need one. We looked at the facts, and she agreed with me with the facts and said, yes, we'll just tighten the belt and get a new AC unit in here. My point is, women, we need respect, or we cannot and will not be responsible. There's no way it wins.